Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. I have on my festive red for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. It's me, L Teddy 27. I am here with another review. Let me do this the right way. Let me do this the right way. This is a review, so let's do this the right way. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this the right way. Start over. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27, and I am back for yet another review. This, ladies and gentlemen, will be our live review for Real Life and Philanthropy Season 2, and we will be reviewing episodes 6, 7, and 8. Now, let me say hello to some of y'all in the chat. Hey, Kamisha, my love. Hey, Karen. Hey, New Jones. Hey, Doris. Hey, y'all. But since it's a live review, I didn't want to do it by myself. So I decided to have a few guests. So let me bring on production because we got questions during this review for production. Hey, production, say hi to the
What's
people.
up, Ed Teddy? How you doing?
I'm good this morning. It's Valentine's Day. I'm good. I don't know if you'll be good with me by the time we get to the end.
Well,
But
I'm a
we'll be here. No, I know we good. I know we'll be. I ain't worried about you.
okay,
Let me
gotcha.
see who else I got. Let me see. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Jamie. Oh, you're
Oh
muted. Oh,
Lord,
there
my
you go.
mic was muted. Hey y'all. Hey LT.
Hey, I see. Malik is in the chat. Malik, I sent you the link if you want to come through. If you want to come through on this one. Fix my logo.
Hello.
What's wrong with my logo? What logo? I don't know. What's wrong with my logo? Something wrong with my logo? Oh dear God.
Let me see what it looked like.
Anyway, um, so what is up, y'all? What y'all been doing? What's going on? What's going on?
Not much. Just enjoying this Monday. How are you doing?
Y'all got any Valentine? I'm all right. Y'all got any Valentine?
No, I don't participate in no activities on
Mm,
holidays.
mm.
I,
You Jehovah's Witness? You
I
don't believe in holidays or something like that?
Yeah, not really.
Oh, no birthdays, no Christmas, no nothing.
Still not really. It's all
Oh,
good though.
that's unfortunate. We'll have to change that.
Not really.
Oh,
It's all good.
we'll change it. Don't worry. To give us some time. Jamie, who's your Valentine?
I'm not doing anything today because of work, but tomorrow definitely um someone that
Oh,
I've been seeing.
oh,
We have plans tomorrow.
oh. Hey, Miss Baythang. Hey, October's child. Hey,
Oh,
Ty. Ty
everybody
love
coming
too.
in.
I
Oh my
sent you
God.
the link. You might want to come up in here. I sent you the link. I'm just saying.
Everybody
Mm.
coming up in here. Let me shut my door.
Mm, Cause listen. Now I sent members of the cat. I don't have Bryson's Instagram, so I couldn't DM Bryson the link. So
Did he block you or something?
no, I don't think he blocked me. I just don't know his Instagram.
Oh, you don't know his Instagram. Oh, it's
You know, I
Bryson
don't
B
think he
Money.
might have. I don't know. I just don't know his Instagram. I don't think he blocked me. At least I don't know.
Can I send it? I'm gonna send it to him. See
I
if
don't know. People don't
it's
like
the
me,
same
and that's
link.
okay.
Well,
All
they
right.
say you don't. From collective, mostly they say you don't review the show, you roast the people on the show.
I don't. I review what I see. I talk about what I see. I see it. I discuss it. I actually give an accurate depiction of what happened scene by scene.
I believe so too.
But I guess you just, I
Yes.
don't know, and I think also too, you Miami too, y'all got the most, y'all have a filthy mouth,
We
so
do. Now, I'm not gonna lie.
I think
Miami
that's
people
part of it.
do.
Y'all, like Funky Dineva and Dr. Heavily,
Hmm
y'all just
Yeah, that's true. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Miami folks, we all have our mouth. All of Maddie T.S. Madison, she's from Miami.
Oh yeah,
Folks is
T.S.
from Miami,
Madison
and
too.
Yeah.
all us around the same, age range and stuff like that. So we all are very, uh,
Do y'all think about people's feelings at the time, or y'all
Oh,
just like let the chips fall where they lay?
we'll see when you from how we were raised just you get it out there. You got to say it and mean what you say and say it how you mean it and get it out there. Like we grow up with really thick skin. You have to
Hmm.
really quickly. You have to, because they gonna let you have now. They gonna love on you real hard. We will love on you real hard. We gonna take care of you. We gonna cuss you out, or we taking care of you. But we can let you down. Now, the one thing you do need to be scared of, if we don't say anything to you, or don't talk to you, or don't talk about you, we don't give a shit. And
Gotcha.
that's way
well,
Yeah.
more scary. Like if we have nothing to say at all, that means that we really don't give a shit about you. Like you could literally drop dead, and we really won't give a shit because we don't have nothing. We just don't care. So yeah, Malik, he got the side piece special, Malik. We'll get to you and your side piece specials that we saw on the episode in a few minutes, Malik. You might want to get up here and explain some things. Just saying.
so Jamie got the side piece special. Okay.
This is some real good this is some real good juice I'm drinking here. Some real good juice. All right, let's get down to it. Episode 6 was entitled Something Brewing in Houston. So this is these three episodes, 6, 7, and 8 was the cash trip. Okay. And now, did everybody pay for themselves or production? Did you pay for all of the girls? Did you pay for the girls to go on this? Did you say, listen, don't worry about it, we got this here, or did you just
No,
arrange the
well,
A,
we
B, and
took
C?
care of the living quarters and stuff.
Because they say you got money in our production. The people told me I done did my homework. They say you got a nice piece of coin over there, a nice chunk of change. That's what
Mm,
the people told me.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's what they told me.
Well, I live by faith and not by sight, so
Come on, live by faith and not by sight. Come on now. Glory. Mm. All right. So we start off with Bryson. He goes to the studio to do some work on his album. Some dude that was allegedly straight was there with him or whatnot. And I guess they was talking about his dating woes and his love life at some point or something. I was really supposed to care, but and be sympathetic, but I kind of wasn't, and mm, I just wasn't like it'd be
is
so
it because
hard
of the
for me.
scene or was it because of
No, it's
Bryson?
because Bryson, the way he be going in on people, like it'd be so hard for me to be sympathetic, and I was just like, okay. And then for him to always be bragging on him being this prolific singer and like, girl, he better be the next Lupa. You know what I'm saying? Like he better be Ursha. He better be, singing a house down Maxwell or something. You know what I'm saying? And he got up in this good studio and got up in this recording booth. And I was like,
I'm surprised. I thought you would really like love Bryson this season because he outspoken, like he say what he want to say, like
I
you.
like outspoken people, but caveat. If you gonna be outspoken and you gonna be out here in the confessional, I don't mind if you outspoken on the show, like when you tape it and everything. But Mama be in the confessionals going in on people. Do you hear me?
And do.
Like he done went and wrote down and rehearsed and got in the mirror and said, "This what I'm gonna say in the confessionals and everything." I'm sure, cause I know I'm sure before y'all do confessionals, maybe you show them a little snippet of what happened and say,
Yeah,
give
yeah,
us
yeah.
your reaction of what was going on at that time. And Mama be done went down and sat down. Let me write this down. right? They say, okay, now I'm gonna go in on this part, and like, you ain't have all that energy, sweetheart and boo boo, in person. Like it wasn't giving all of that in person, but you sure came over here. Like, girl, you was the Don, the Da, and the Da. Girl, let that go, honey. Honey.
The math ain't
Mm.
mathing.
That's why I be looking at her like, girl. Wow. But anyway, but I was really because I will tell you from the beginning, I looked at her and I said, "Oh, she a big girl, and the big girls can sing." So I was like, "Oh, mama finna blow the house down, honey, because she got a few lbs on her. Baby, mama got some pounds." And so I was like, you know, when you got some weight on you, you sang down. And he looked like now he give me that he was finna sing that, baby. I was finna feel that. I was gonna feel it. And I'm not saying that he can't sing because I do feel like he does have some very good vocal ability, but this wasn't the best showing of what he can do vocally. Because Mama was he was all he set us up by giving excuses. And see, the one thing you can't do when it's go time. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You can't when I say sing for if you tell me you're a singer and I say sing for me and you start off by saying, "Oh, well, you know, it take me a little while to get my voice in order." Baby, you done missed your opportunity. I ain't got time for you to go on over. Honey,
Yeah,
singers
yeah, and
sang.
going. I think we didn't show this scene, but it was something. And like when you remember the episode when we did the group workout and
Hmm.
Kwanzaa. I think one of the things she wanted him to sing, and I think you seen what he did. It's like woohoo, he did the
Hmm.
vocal. So then again, she wanted him to sing again. So he kind of got offended. He was like, he's not a show monkey, so he get offended if you ask
Yeah.
him to sing on spot. He's like the type that like to practice, rehearse. Like
Let that go. See, I come from a family of singers, so you could try that with somebody else. My whole family sings, and baby, when it's time to sing, you sing. Okay, that's what
mm-hmm,
they do because you
Hmm.
never know. You could be somewhere, and you could have somebody that could find your stardom, and they might say, "Okay, let me hear what you got." Baby, we ain't got time for you to be, oh, give me 5 minutes to warm up. Baby. You go and say, all right, here we go.
yeah, I
That's
got
how
you.
that goes. Now, I
Hmm.
got a little. I have some a reason why that might be his case. Hey, Tanya Boo. Hey, BR Birds, my love. All my people in the chat. These are my people. I gotta say hi to them. But I'll talk about that later because I didn't get this information until episode 8. So I have a possibility as to
Okay,
a reason why he's
why?
not
Mm-hmm,
that way, and I learned it in episode 8.
mm-hmm.
And I know, and this is me coming from a family of singers, people who've released albums and all kinds of stuff. Like I come from a family of singers, so I know these people. Hey, Jason, you know, Jason, I appreciate that you come here every day because Jason is my attachment to the straight delegation. Jason is my, resident heterosexual male, so he keeps me close to heterosexuality. So I'll just, punk out and have skittles and glitter coming through the goddamn screen. So I keep Jason around to keep me grounded. So Jason, know I love
We all need that one, okay?
him. And that was my point. I was like, his vocals was like, okay, you knew you was going to the studio today. Those vocals was real like, okay, girl, it was nothing to run home and tell mama about. But I see you, girl. We'll keep it moving. We got to Roche's white party. It was a trauma party, and I don't know if you could call a party about trauma a party. This was I don't want to go to a party and think about trauma. I want to just
Oh,
be
okay.
party.
I didn't think about that's true.
You know
I
what I'm
get you.
saying? Like if you
Yeah.
don't call it a trauma party. Say we're having an event
Mm-hmm.
to discuss trauma, but I don't think of trauma and party in the same. But I noticed, and Jamie, you're included in this. Y'all was I noticed that most of the cast did not come. Well, I shouldn't say most of the cast, but a good portion of the cast didn't come. I don't know what y'all did, what Roshane did. I don't know who man Roshane slept with. I don't know who Mama Roche slapped, I mean, Roche, girl, the girl said they're not here for you, honey. They did not
Yeah.
come. Only
At that
people that
time,
came that I saw was Malik, Darion, and Devontae. The rest of the girls was like, the rest of the girls did one of these. They said,
me and Roshane, we weren't seeing eye to eye. Like we was beefing at that time. So when he told me about it, one, I was already out of town, and two, I made a statement. I think I told Darren, I was like, well,
conveniently out of town.
it, even if I was here, I wasn't gonna go anyway. But
Basically, you said, girl, I
me
don't
and
like you like that. Girl, fuck you and fuck
yeah,
your life. That's what you
it
said.
was very much. It was. I mean, it was very much. It was no. It was
So
like
he knew
mm-mm.
you don't see it fail. Basically said with your tongue, you said, bitch, I don't like you. Fuck you and fuck your life. Fuck you and your event. I'm not going. Girl, do we have a problem?
Yeah.
That's what you said. I just cleared it out.
Yeah,
Making sure.
essentially, yeah.
Because I was like, when I saw I said, oh, these girls are not here for her. I said, that goes
Yeah.
back, and I ain't gonna share this on live, but that goes back to that message I sent you, production.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
I was like, oh, okay.
But all of that kind of like started from the because I think you made mention about it in the first episode. So that person, that situation was already brewing from the first episode because
Because
they
I mentioned it's my fault. I'll say it's my fault. It's my fault.
yeah, you was like, oh yeah, but no, it's all good. We keep it moving. At least I do. I don't.
I mean, you could listen, production. I will give you the opportunity. I can be the scapegoat. I've been the scapegoat for a whole lot of stuff. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Not the
Perfectly fine.
No,
scapegoat.
I don't think that you was the scapegoat. I just think you was the one to acknowledge it. You know what I mean? But I think
But you know what? Everybody always says that I be noticing little things, and they be like, "Wait a
mhm.
minute, now you really
Hmm.
saw that, and you noticed that?" Because
Cause you did that for Troy when you don't want to start you don't want to put that information out about Troy Howard. You was like, so if he got a business already, why did he have to go down there? And Dre Simmer went to go look up the paperwork, and then that's how the PPP loan gate got started when they found out that he got all. So that it got started because if you made sense. Like, but if he did this, why he doing this? So that's the same thing that you had said in I think one of
I
your
be
first
having
reviews.
questions. Like, my mind is a very vast space. So when I see stuff, I be like, "Wait a minute, that don't make sense."
But yeah, you was on point, and you said you was like, oh, so I think you kind of felt that something was like viewing and from the
Hmm.
first
Hmm.
episode. So yeah.
Look at Jamie over here in the amen corner. Mhm. We don't
No,
like that
because you
hoe.
do.
You know what? I
Listen,
don't
because
have no problem with Roche. Roche is real cool to me. We'll get there. We'll get
Yeah.
there.
We love Roshane over here.
I love Roche. He had a licensed therapist here. Now, if you into thick guys, the bear community, not really the bear community, but thick guys, he was cute. He was real cute. If that's what
yeah,
you
he
know
was
what I'm
cute.
saying, he was cute. I was like, okay. I got a couple friends I could hook him up with because he was real cute. Now he was real cute. Um, be out of my weight class because I need you to be small enough to where if you act crazy, I can, we can really tussle. But if you that big, I can't
Hmm.
tussle with you
Not you.
because you gonna beat me down. And I ain't got it. And now I'm not even into fighting. I've never had a fight in any relationship I've been in. But I'm always conscious just in case I done already thought this through and thought this out. And okay, yeah, we can get it down together. You ain't out of my weight class. He's out of my weight class.
It's the fighting for me.
I just said, I've never had a fight in any relationship I've ever been in. Never. But just in case, I'm ready. I am from Miami. Anyway, so the therapist came, they talked through their traumas, all of this, that, and the third. Everybody shares some experiences. Now I noticed Devontae. Now Devontae, this frat that Devontae is in, I'm a member of that too. I'm in a whole lot of stuff. Y'all know I'm in everything. You name it, I'm in.
Oh, so you and Devontae in the same frat?
Remember when I came to y'all event and he was wearing that jacket?
Oh yeah.
And I said, come on over here. I had to give him a little history lesson on his own organization. Oh, so you in this? Tell me what you know. Because if you know what I know, you know that I'm very important.
Right. Mm.
I'm not a little, listen, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I ain't flew
So
here. I
did
grew
so
here.
did he know?
And when I told him, he was like, oh, oh, hmm,
Child,
get it how you live.
child.
And I'm not that guy. I'm not a flex. I ain't one who go come into the room and flex. But girl, sometimes when you out here wearing stuff and I'm looking like, what's that you got or what you know? And he looked at me like, what you mean? What this is? That's how you feel. Well, come on over here in my corner. Let me show you what deference means. Jamie, you know what I mean when I say, let me introduce you to the word deference.
Mm.
That's some younger people, child. I don't know.
You have to. Yeah. Anyway, I don't even.
Nigga.
I'm in some everything. Okay, everything. And baby, if you mention, oh, I'm such and such, really? Let's talk then. Because you know what I'm saying. You can't come at me
Mm-hmm.
sideways. Because I'm gonna be like, really? Because I ain't never gonna put it out there. But if you want to put it out, and then not only am I gonna say I'm in it, I ain't never been in nothing and that haven't been important.
Well,
Right.
Real girls do real things.
You know, you said that all last season. Real girls do real
I
things.
was just
Real
about to say
girls
that.
do real things.
I was just about to say that.
Girl, I ain't never been a nothing and just been regular. Regular. Oh, you just a letter wearer? Oh, you just wanted to wear. Because see, people who are really important, you never have to wear letters. You never have to wear periods.
Mm,
And a bitch should just know who you are.
exactly.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway,
Y'all got me out of character today. Y'all got me right in character. Okay.
listen.
Anyway, so Devontae, I noticed that he was real like off-putting, and I feel like he was real defensive when everybody was kind of sharing their traumas, and he came off as being defensive, like, "Oh, I ain't got nothing to share. I ain't been through nothing." Mm-mm. That's defense, and to me, that's the being defensive, as in you have actually been through a lot of things, but you don't want to go down that road. You don't want to open up and let people in on all of those things. And so
Mm-hmm.
your thing is, I'm gonna just be
Yep.
closed off, and I ain't gonna, share. I'm gonna make it like everybody else got problems, and I'm over here good, knowing good and hell well you ain't good. And so I could really tell that, and I really felt my heart kind of went out to. I had a moment of, sympathy because I went out to Devontae because I was like, I really wished and hoped that he would have allowed people in because when you see Devontae, he comes off real hard and rough. Um, where he's always kind of combative and he doesn't kind of want to let people in. And to me, there's a lot behind the wall, and I just was hoping that he would let somebody in so that they could, help him address and grapple with some of those internal issues and struggles. And I thought it was a missed opportunity, and it was very
Yeah.
unfortunate because he
Yeah,
was
and I
very
think he said
defensive.
also in his confessional that he don't want to share with these the girls that he just met. So I think he also
Right.
clarified.
He really wasn't willing to show, like, he didn't want to take the band aid off. He didn't want to take the band aid off and show what was underneath the band-aid. But
Mm,
at some point, especially it would have been different if it was just the girls there. But when you got, licensed therapists and people there that could truly, help you, and maybe he could have it could have been like a referral where he could say, you know what? we need to sit down and have more conversation about it. Here's my card. You can come to the office and we can discuss this, in further detail and things. I think it was I hope it
But you
wasn't a
know, the
missed
therapist that
opportunity.
was there, that was actually my therapist.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
really dope. And he got a twin brother. His Ashley's twin brother
Mm,
is more like like he's his twin brother's a thug, and he's like the one that went to school. So
Okay.
he's real dope. He's
oh,
like,
thug.
but a lot of another scene too. Most people didn't. Well, some people did pick on him. They was like he was very uncomfortable. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because he
Hmm.
sat there for a while before we started filming, and then the gays came out. They was walking around. You had Carrie from last season. She came out with this little skirt on, prancing around. So for a minute, he was just like, because I was like his first gay client. So when I go talk to him, of course I'm talking about gay stuff, all of that. So he kind of like would told us that we help him too to be open because he come from the hood. So like
Mm.
he was kind of new to like being around it, but his profession, he had to be open for that. So he was just like, I think he was trying, but you could tell he was still uncomfortable because they was talking about pussy and booty, and it was a lot of explicit conversation. Then
Oh,
Carrie
there was
came.
Devontae. I don't have Devontae Instagram too. Somebody might could send him the link. You can come on up, Devontae. Hey, Devontae. Come on up here. Hey. Come
He in a group chat, so he should see it. Jamie put it in, I think. So yeah,
on.
but he's really dope. But it was a learning experience for him to be in that environment as well. That's why he said at the end that y'all helped me.
You
So it
know
was
what?
kind of like he got
I
something out
have
of it too.
um I have a therapist, and I'll be honest with you. I've changed therapists through the years, but whenever I have a therapist, I have two conditions. They either, if it's a male, they have to be black and gay. That's it. That I
Oh,
don't,
for
Mm.
real?
because there are issues that concern black people that I need you to come from a place of experience to talk about with me. And then
Yeah.
there is
Right.
experiences
One of
with
my
being
requirements they have to be
gay.
black. That's it. Because they try to give me some white people, and I'm like, no, I don't want
But
that.
if it's a male, that's if it's a male. If it's
Okay.
a female, um, I just wanted to be a black female. That's it.
Mm.
And so, and I don't want it to be a younger black female. I need a black female that got some, experience on her,
Experiences, yeah.
and
Mm.
but
Yep.
I find that is it's one. I find that for me, therapists that have been there, that have lived experiences with it, they come from a different place than somebody
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
hasn't, that would never know what that
And
feels
you know what?
like.
That's what his technique was too. When I first, because I had another story guy before him, and when I got him, his thing, his motto is like, you gonna have to, we're gonna do this based on experience and based upon what you need help with. So he wasn't
Mm.
like going by the books. It was more like experience and
Hmm.
just having that outlet to talk to someone. So he was his
Like,
that's his style as well.
my current therapist is a black gay man, and he is like, he just, the way that he picks my brain apart, my brain is very hard to pick apart because there's a whole lot going on there. He be really going in on me. I be there like, you really just gonna go in on me like that? I sure the hell am. I sure, that's what he be like. I sure the hell am. So I appreciate him. Hey Tracy, my love. Tracy came out the bush, and Tracy said, hey, I have a therapist, and since it's definitely black, I went to 14 to find my current, and I love her. Yeah, it's once you get
Wow.
one that you like, the one that I have now, I've had for about 6 years.
Oh wow.
Mm.
He know me. When I come there, when I say how you doing today, if I take a pause or if I make a sound, if I he know exactly, that's how you feel. Let me tell you what's going on. I ain't even saying that now, but I know
Exactly.
and I know what you finna say. It's the outside looking in. I can't debate with you. But Devontae, and I come up, you should come up here, Devontae, so we just discuss this further. Sometimes though, in order to, like Ryan Seacrest, before Funky Dineva said it was Ryan Seacrest who talked about this first.
Hmm.
And
Mm.
that I saw where he would always say, I'm not gonna let nobody else, make me feel ashamed for something that I got going on. Nope, I'm gonna call it out first. I'm gonna, self-deprecate, and I'm gonna, make it a whole thing myself, so that way you can't use it against me.
Yeah, yep, yep.
You can't
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
weaponize that and use it as ammo. And I heard that from Ryan Seacrest going way back
You
to
talking about talking about white guy, what the white Ryan Seacrest?
mm-hmm,
Oh wow,
Mhm.
I didn't know he talked
mm-hmm.
like that.
Because people used to always call him gay and say
Oh
that,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
and he
Okay, I can
talked
see
about
that.
that. This is going back to the early 2000s. Like, this, I would just play on it. That's how you feel, okay? Because you ain't gonna be able to use that anymore. Markel jumped out the bushes. Markel said, I had a therapist, but when me and my ex broke up years ago, she don't me like she couldn't see me no more. Conflict. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. You know what? But in my mind, Markel, that tells me a lot about that therapist because I would think that that therapist should be professional enough that even if I break up with my ex, I mean, that's a part of your profession and your professionalism. Like, I would think
Mm-hmm.
that you should
Mhm.
be able to continue to see me and keep, you would have more insight probably than even another therapist that, is brand new. And you should be able to keep it professional. And that's cool, Devontae, if you want to come through. But I understand, listen, sometimes, it's hard to get them and and talk about these things. All right, let's go on to Houston. We in Houston. We get to Houston with Jamie. Jamie, why weren't you in Houston? You had another trip again, another trip you couldn't go.
No, around that time, I had just become general manager at the Domino's that I was at, and we were short staffed, so I just could not come. But I was on FaceTime with them maybe 95% of the time at work, like, no, look, and it really ain't nobody here. So, yeah, I couldn't
Um,
go.
we got in an argument over pancakes, y'all. That's the first thing I wrote down. Arguments over pancakes. I was like, bruh, 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 pancakes. Girl, these people were going in about pan.
Pancake.
Girl, I was just like, girl. Now I was on both sides. I was like, at one point, girl, just go to McDonald's, which I'm sure is up the street. Order you some hotcakes and sausage, and girl, you got pancakes that's probably better than whatever the fuck Ty was making over there. Okay,
Weak.
or if I'm on the other side, I'm like really tired. Like I wrote down in real big bold letters, and this is before I saw all of the stuff in episode 7. I wrote Ty is extremely selfish. It's right here in my notes.
Mm.
Ty is extremely selfish. Real big bold letters.
Not extremely selfish.
Girl, you already making pancakes. You in a house full of people. Like that, but I immediately knew you had to grow up as an only child because
Mm-hmm.
you don't
Mhm.
grow up in a household with more than just you, and you in here talking about what you cooking. Oh, I'm cooking something. Oh, well, where mine? Oh, it's just for me.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't grow up in no house. You cooking what? No, bitch. Your mama will tell you real fast. Whoever you grew up with, mama, aunt, grandma, whoever, baby, you didn't buy none of that, boo boo. That's for
That
the
right, right.
This is the house stuff. And so you are immediately taught if you cook it, you either make for the house or you go right and ask anybody want some pancakes. I'm making pancakes. Anybody want some? Now if they don't
Mm-hmm.
answer and they act like they'll hear you, that's a whole different
Yeah,
story.
you move on.
You move on, you
Well,
make
Ty
your
did say,
pancakes for
But also
yourself.
too though, and I think that's where Malik and Roshane had a great point, which I don't think we probably show or Kwanzaa. That was out, and I think it probably would have came better from Kwanzaa because Kwanzaa got up and cooked for everybody. So
Hmm.
she could have been the
yeah,
same way, like, well,
Right.
I'm just gonna cook for me. So it's just like
yeah.
if Kwanzaa probably would have been the one that vocal that, it probably would have resonated a little bit better because she would have been like, Ty, well, I just cook everybody breakfast.
Exactly. Like that was kind of, and I'm gonna talk about this a little later. And this is gonna come my harsh. And Ty, if you come on here, you just gonna be mad with me. But I wrote this in one of the episodes after in during episode 7. It goes to parenting.
Mm.
It goes to because that amount of selfishness is something that's learned over the years.
Over the yeah, I got you.
That's
Yeah, that's
something
true.
that's learned. That's
Mm-hmm.
nobody corrected you. Nobody said that's not how you're
But
supposed to
also
behave.
too though, do you think Ty also went to prison for a while? Do you think that probably could have contributed to that where he like
See, I had no idea that he had been to prison.
yeah, yeah, he did. It's we got a talk show coming out tonight, and he's going to be on there. He's going to talk a little bit about that. But he was talking about like I was thinking like, well, maybe in prison he realized like, oh, well, I only got myself. You see what I'm saying? That mentality.
But even I feel like if because when he went to prison, that had to be when he was an adult. I'm
Yeah, it was when
thinking,
he was an adult. Yeah,
and so even if that's the case, you still pick up things from your formative years as when you're reared as a child, and there's certain lifelong lessons that you learn, and you ain't in this prison mentality anymore. You're in a whole house full of people, and you got somebody over here that cook breakfast for everybody. And you could have been like, oh, okay, you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm gonna make pancakes. Y'all want some pancakes over here? Girl, I got these pancakes over here. But you don't then make these pancakes, and they said, "Oh, can I get some pancakes?" And you like, "Girl, I ain't got no pancakes for you, and I'm not cooking none." Girl, what?
mm-hmm.
Girl, I just want some pancakes. Can you already making pancakes? I'm not making
I
none for
did
you.
feel like that was a little selfish. I'm not even gonna
Like
lie
I was
because
like,
had I
so
been
cool.
there,
You want me
I
to wait till you finish these pancakes? We got to
yeah,
go cook, clean this good, pot. Wait till all this, and then go make more
mm,
pancake mix. G- g- And you already like to me that was the epitome of selfishness. Now that would have signaled to me. See, the rest of the class didn't handle that right because when you show me up front who you are, oh, I see you. Because from
yeah,
that moment on, I ain't finna. If anything involving the whole group, bitch, I'm not finna even give you the opportunity to fuck me up.
yeah,
Mm-mm. I'm not giving you the keys
yeah,
to the house. I'm not giving you the keys to the car. Not of them the only keys we got. No, ma'am. We don't have that type of like. You've already shown me. Oh, you need to get in the house, girl. I got you here. No, 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 no. I'll go open it for you. Oh, you need to go somewhere. Oh, I'll take you, girl. Girl, I'm gonna show you what it means to not be selfish. But girl, I'm not gonna let
mm.
you. No. Mm-mm. And I
I
think
mean,
when that
doesn't make it any
situation
better because
came,
he did buy. Well, he said I wasn't there, so I don't know. I can't confirm or deny. He said he bought the whole cast
they did
pancakes.
say that he ended up buying
Yeah,
pancakes,
he did do that later on.
but that was later on. Girl, you don't already show me. I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to fuck me up. At that
Yeah, me
point,
too.
so when
Me
the
too.
situation came in episode 7, and we'll get there, girl, that's y'all fault. Y'all should have already seen the writing on the wall.
Listen.
Y'all let her fuck y'all up. And she had already demonstrated to y'all that she was with the fuck shit. Girl, that was on y'all at that point. I was with Devontae and that girl. That's Uber and left because y'all already knew what she was giving. Anyway, there was a whole conversation
Ooh,
that went
child.
into Bryson claiming that he had sex with the cooter and that he had an ex girlfriend or some
Oh, he
bullshit.
does have
Mm-hmm.
an
Yeah,
ex
she actually
girlfriend.
came to
Yeah,
the house.
I don't
yeah.
want to know. I don't want to know anything about Bryson having any sexual relations with anything, man, woman, cat, dog. Okay, I
He really
don't.
likes that girl though.
And then talking
He
about
really
him
likes that
having
girl.
angry sex with her. Nope. Mm-mm.
She actually
Mm-mm.
she came to the house and she's
I'm
very
sure she
beautiful.
did, and God bless that woman. God, she had a crown of glory waiting in heaven. Because baby, you laid down with that.
Nah, you wrong for that, LT. You
You
shouldn't
are
even said that.
wrong.
Why?
Bryson gonna beat me up.
I'm
Listen, I'm
screaming.
gonna be somewhere in
You know
Atlanta.
he gonna tag you.
Listen, I'm gonna be somewhere in Atlanta, and Bryson is gonna see me, and it's gonna be old sight. He's just gonna start
Look,
windmilling. I'm gonna fall on the
don't
ground
come to
and be
what?
paralyzed.
Don't
I'm
come to
gonna
Midtown.
immediately fall on the ground and be paralyzed. Let him beat me down. And he gonna beat me down because I'm going to civil court. We ain't doing no criminal, just civil. Because I just need all your money. That's it. That's all. Doing no criminal, just civil court. That's it. Please videotape all. I need all videotape. Anyway, but I ain't want no parts of this conversation of Bryson, and him having sex with anything or anybody. Nope. Did not want the horrible mental pictures to scorch my retinas
Oh
for
my
the rest of
god.
time.
And you don't see why they say you don't review the show, you roast the people.
I'm just being honest. I'm sure there are other people in the viewing public that might have felt that way. If you in the chat and you felt that way, please put a 27 in the chat if you felt that
See,
way.
now you wrong.
So
You
you
wrong for
said you didn't
It just
want,
seems
you
like
felt
it's
like
just me.
you really were disgusted when he was saying that, L Ted, or you just being funny?
Oh Lord.
I, well, you know what? Let me say this. There's somebody for everybody, and I'm sure there's a whole lot of people who love Bryson, but I'm just not into the big girls. Like that's just not my preference. I don't like
I
big girls,
got you.
Oh,
I
okay.
see what you're saying.
you know.
Yeah.
And she got a whole lot going on. Like I feel like she be trying to wear some Spanx or a girdle under some of her shirts sometimes, and but it don't really do a whole lot
But
because you already kind of see it.
Bryson used to be 500 pounds. I think we
I could
saw.
tell, like you could tell, like it seems like a lot of stuff is hanging. That's I could tell under his clothes. That's not trying to be
Mm.
mean, but I
No, I
when I
don't think you're
looked
trying
at
to be.
him one
I don't
time,
think I don't think when you saying that you're trying to be mean. But so I think the fact that he's down to like 200 or whatever he is, I think to him like he's a
right,
small girl.
right, and
Mm.
I'm like, and kudos to him, and you know, definitely that is a wonderful feat and accomplishment for him to have done that because a lot of people check out and can never get over that, and, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely kudos to him for that. That's why I say Mama probably was singing down back in the big days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm just saying. Anyway, Bryson then started to apologize for everybody for some of his drunken stupors and for some of his behavior while he's drunk. This is why I have no time for him and his fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bryson gets alcohol in his system.
Yeah.
Um,
He do.
and
Yeah,
Bryson be going in and saying all kinds of just awful things to
Mm-hmm.
people. And
yeah.
as
He
somebody,
reads. He very like, and I think that's what a lot of people. And I think that's why, because him and Roshane was at a real bad before we went to Texas. But when he apologized, they kind of seen that side because they were so used to him. Like when he get drunk, I ain't gonna use the word he become another person, but he reads and he say stuff that they feel like sometimes we're below the belt. So
and the
it
thing about it is, as somebody who I love me a good drink like everybody else, you know exactly what you're doing and exactly what you're
yeah,
saying.
I'm with you
You
on
Yeah.
know.
that. Yeah, I'm with you because people
Yeah.
say, "Oh, he jail drunk," and I had
Mm-mm,
that conversation
mm-mm.
like, no, because I know me, I like to get fucked up, but
Hmm.
even in my fucked up, I know what I'm doing. I'm not like,
Exactly.
yeah, so you don't have to call me to what I did because I know what I did.
Now, I will say, I might not remember the next day what I
Hmm.
did or said,
But in that
but at
moment,
that
you know
moment,
In
what
that
you're
moment,
doing. You
you
know
in that
what
know.
you're
moment,
saying.
I
Yeah.
know exactly what I'm doing and saying.
In that
Yes,
moment, you
you
definitely
We'll
just
know.
get
now
Yeah.
to
have
what,
the courage, or you just don't give a fuck.
because oh yeah, hold that thought, production, because we gonna get to what we do and say when we get drunk, when we get to episode
Oh,
7.
child.
Got
Oh,
you.
Mm,
child.
mm,
Oh,
mm,
child.
mm.
Somebody talking about Bryson is built like a out of a spare parts. He got that
No,
from
because
you, L Teddy.
when I did, I think my last review, I said that he reminded me of Mr. Potato Head and his bucket of parts. And
You
I did,
did,
and I
and you
put
played
the
that clip.
whole commercial in my review.
Oh my god. Oh, you sure
He
did.
did.
Oh
He
my
did.
god.
This is
He
why
did. I
people are
forgot.
gonna beat me up.
I completely forgot about that. Oh my god,
I'm
Bryson gonna
still
beat your
laughing from when L. Teddy
ass.
said Bryson looked like he built from spare parts. That's you're not right.
Yeah, Bryson gonna throw hands with you when he see you
Bryson
in
gonna beat me up.
Midtown.
And Bryson is way out of my way, class. He gonna beat me down, girl. I'm gonna be at court. I'm gonna be at civil court, baby, in a goddamn.
Wheelchair.
I'm gonna be in a wheelchair. I'm gonna be in traction. Big old boy. We goddamn because we going to civil court. We going to civil court. Yo, I'm gonna be completely in traction. You hear me? In traction.
Screaming.
Mm.
I forgot all about that.
Bryson, I still love you.
Uh,
Now, I feel like me and Bryson can sit down when he's sober and have a really good conversation.
Oh yeah, he's
yeah.
he's very like when he's sober, you be like, this the same person, but he's really
Mm-hmm.
he's nice. He's really a good person. It's just I know what you're saying because the people on the show have
So,
experienced him, so
and I
that's
think
just
that's for me, to
I gave
me,
y'all a red flag early this
and I
season.
think, and you mentioned about me being from Miami, and everybody said Miami people were very outspoken. But for us, we don't have to be drunk to let you
to
know.
let you know. Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying? And see
Yeah.
what a lot of people do, they'll, be real politically correct and put on and try to, sugarcoat things and tell you what they think you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're sober, then when they drunk, all of the, blinders are off, all of the curtains are pushed aside. Now they could just say what they want. Whereas we're gonna tell you that sober, drunk, or whatever. And I'd rather somebody just let me know how you feel,
Yeah.
I will
up
say this:
front.
Bryson will do that sober. I think it's just a lot more harsh
Yeah.
when he drunk. Like he don't cut no corners, but when he drunk, oh baby,
Hmm.
there are no corners. Like
Yeah, he's very
it's
outspoken regardless though. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's the low hanging fruits from you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then we
Um,
get to episode 7 of Houston Night to Remember. So Ashton comes over with his friend, some cute little boy. I
Jet.
don't know.
Jet,
What's his name?
Jet.
Jet.
Oh, is that his boyfriend or just his friend?
That's so Jet allegedly was a part of Hot Boys of Houston season 2 in
Oh,
Houston.
okay. See, that didn't come out yet, so
What
I
you
don't know.
say?
Yeah, yeah, it haven't came out, but and stuff yet. So they was friends. What it was well at this point they have fallen out, so they was getting to know each other
Mm-hmm.
as friends, but they met through
Oh, but
through the show.
Ashton
The
and
show.
Jude is not friends no more.
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
that's unfortunate. I need to call Ashton and see what's going on with that. Anyway, so we had Ashton from Real Hot Boys of Houston. He came over to the Airbnb, and Malik tells Ashton about some event that he's having with the nonprofit organization. And then Ashton meets the rest of the cast. And I kept asking, who's this guy with Ashton with the paint on? Anyway, so we went to the event with the Normal Anomaly organization. And the panel had Malik, Ashton, and Roshane. Ty performed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but here's my question. This is what I
Oh
wrote
Lord.
down in my notes.
Oh Lord.
Real girls do real things.
Oh Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Oh Lord.
What's what?
Now, Bryson, you're supposed to be this prolific performer and singer that signed with huge record labels, this, that, and the third. Ty performs anywhere and everywhere there's a
Yeah, he do.
microphone. Girl,
And
I'm here for it.
so you
Bryson,
noticed that
we
too,
see
huh?
you do not one performance yet, girl. What?
You noticed that. So and like I told you, Ty style is any opportunity he get, Ty gonna do it. I don't know if because Ty
Yeah.
young or he just excited about the business.
But that's what performers do. That's what you do. For example, my profession. Anybody knows me. My profession is teaching, educating. I could be anywhere. People gonna say, "Yeah, that come out of you." I see that wherever you do. Somebody say, "Come help me
Mm-hmm.
with this," and you immediately go into teacher mode. Like that's just what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that is it comes out of you. If that's what you if you a singer, singers sing. I'm a writer. Writers write.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I teach my students when I teach them writing. How do you become a better writer? Writers write.
Right.
If you are a singer,
Mm-hmm.
singers sing. If you're a performer, performers perform. That's how you perfect your craft. Even if you mess up, you go out there and you say, you know what? Here's some things that I'm gonna take for the next time. So next time,
This won't
I'm a
happen. But the
right.
point I was going like, so Bryson said the reason why he do that, like he got to have a sound check. He got to
I don't buy
rehearse.
it. Mm-mm. You ain't been that big that long. Where you got to have these mass productions. Oh, I need to have a sound check. I got to have the right mic. I got to have the right speakers. I got to have.
So do you think that's because that's just what he feel like I'm that star, or you think it's because he really can't sing?
Nobody knows you, Bryson. You ain't that star yet. And even those stars, still, when they're asked, you how many big mega stars? Somebody will say, "Oh, sing something for me," and they'll go ahead and write. They'll tell
Mm-hmm.
somebody to start singing. That's what singers do.
But
Real
but the question
singers.
I'm asking, do you think is because that's just what he taught himself? He have to be in that in those environment, or you think he really just can't
I'm
sing
gonna tell
from
you
you?
what I think it is. What I really think it is there's a difference between people who are here for the art and people who are here for what they think is the fame and the money.
Mm,
Because people who are true to the art, they don't care. You get them a mic, they gonna sing. You give them whatever the situation, and you could tell those there are artists that are really big. Some of them are just there for the money and the fame,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them are just for the artistry because that's what they do. They love the art form. So I would venture to say, if you truly love what you do and love your art, if somebody put a microphone in your face, I don't care what it is. You'll say, if the mic ain't right, girl, put that down. I can sing a cappella. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no mic. I don't need no
mm-hmm.
background. Let me go ahead and sing because that's what I do. I love what I do. Anytime
Mm-hmm.
you get an opportunity to display your gift, that's what you do. You ain't even, you acting like you Mariah Carey. You know what I'm saying? Or Celine Dion. You at diva status and nobody even knows who you are.
I got you. So you think it's just more about the act? He like the fame, the what he think the fame of it is, rather than the
Hmm.
arts of it. Gotcha.
Exactly. And somebody who's truly into the art, baby, when you get a microphone, you gonna sing.
You gonna sing?
You
Yeah.
gonna sing. I'm
Yeah, cause
sorry.
you
Yeah.
could take Ty anywhere, girl. He's gonna try to find a studio. Cause what we also didn't show, Ty also went to the studio down there.
Hmm.
Like the last day we was there, him and Jet,
Mm-hmm.
the boy you said it was cute, they actually made a song that like in 4 hours. So Ty love music. He go anywhere. He
Right,
go
and that
all.
and some of the greats like the princes of the world, and some of those people who are truly artists, even like Mariah and Michael and all kinds of other people, they will tell you they have whole vaults filled with music that never got
Never.
released.
Yeah. Yeah.
That they
Mm-hmm.
just said, no, I woke up today, I just wanted to make some music because that's what I do. That's my passion. You know what I'm saying? Child,
I see. I
whatever.
get you now. That's so true. Yeah.
Anyway, now production.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
This
Lord.
is why y'all need me in the editing room or somewhere. You put up a message that said the show couldn't be seen, and you said due to unseen circumstances, and the English teacher in me is going to say that was supposed to be unforeseen
Unforeseen. Yeah.
I'm forced. Okay.
circumstances,
Gotcha.
and that's just me being a
Yeah,
writer
the
and
English
English
teacher. I
teacher.
got you.
Said, red mark. Uh-uh.
Not the red underline.
Mm-mm.
No,
No,
I
that ain't no
definitely got
underline.
you.
That's a strike through, and then right the correct one above.
Right.
Unforcing.
I see,
Yeah.
Devontae. You are correct. All Florida people are not the same because depending on
Okay.
where you from, Broward County are very different from Miami
Dear
people,
God. I knew you was about to say that.
and Orlando people are different from everybody else. Tallahassee people, Palm Beach, Tampa, Depends on where you from. But overall, most people who you meet from Florida, there is a kind of Florida brashness to you. Like most people from Florida, when you really get down to, and sometimes they don't show it all the time, but when you get them around other Florida people, they're very brash. They don't have a lot of tact. They just come out and be like, "Listen, you mad?" You know what I'm saying? But you're right; they're not all the same. There are anomalies, you know. But yeah, that so then we back at the Airbnb. Bryson is drunk as all get out. And he just starts
Mhm.
going off on Ashton. Ashton is also drunk. So they both just look ridiculous. Like they both came off looking fucking ridiculous. Like, and I loves Ashley. Ashton, you know, I loved you to death. But Ashton, I wrote, um, he let Bryson make him look like a belligerent drunk. And
Mm.
they both
Mhm.
just look like belligerent drunks. You know, one of my favorite lines from any movie is from the movie Avatar. And before they got off that goddamn spaceship to go there, the man told them, do not engage the hostiles. Do
Wow.
not engage the hostiles. I use that line and that philosophy all the time. Sometimes I go into the room, do not engage the hostiles.
You already know
Mm-mm.
what's going on.
Right. And so, Ashton, when you started to see Bryson was that girl who's that type of drunk, girl, you were supposed to disengage and be like, girl, I ain't got the time. I'm too pretty for this. I had a time. Real girls do real girl. Mm,
Real girl do real thing.
real girls
Ooh.
do real things, girl. Cause the
I,
friend was sitting there like, girl, it's not all that. It's really
yeah,
not.
he the one actually stopped them because he was like, okay, guys, this is going on for 30 minutes.
Oh,
They
Cause
was
it
definitely,
was
arguing
yeah.
about
like,
for
and
45 minutes.
then Bryson, and that's how you can tell that it's not about the artistry for him. It's about the what it can do in terms of clout. Because his whole
Mhm.
method of trying um outdo Bryson was, oh, listen to my music because I am this and I am that. Girl, you ain't even have to do all of that. If you were that girl, you would have said, oh, I am a singer and started singing.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't need all
But
of
you know,
this.
every some people do have a different style. Like that's the thing
Right,
too.
you
That
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But it was just like both of them looked ridiculous. It was just like y'all just look like some belligerent drunk. And this is stupid. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't really care. Moving on. At the club, listen, y'all look like a great time was had by all. Okay? Y'all look like y'all had the time of your life. Allegedly, Rashawn was over there getting close up on Ty or whatnot. I don't know. Something about he got a boyfriend, but why is he pushing up on Ty? I guess because his boyfriend ain't on the trip. And when you dig your hard and you get some drinks in your system,
well,
you
child.
need something to
So
rub it
his
against.
boyfriend actually came that the night we went to the club. His boyfriend actually claimed to Texas that night.
Bloop. Boyfriend
Yeah.
said, "Mhm, we ain't doing this." I see you. Um,
Mm.
production.
Oh
Hmm.
Lord.
I noticed at this here club, you was half naked, giving the people everything that they wanted. I said, let me see what is that, man? I said, what is
So
this?
we was off that night. We
Giving
didn't
the
supposed to. We
people
wasn't supposed to
what
be
they want.
filming. So yeah, we was off because we had filmed like all Friday night and Saturday. So that night we said we're gonna just all go out as a group. So that's why we it wasn't supposed to be working, but some people had
Mm-hmm.
their phone and they started recording.
Mm-hmm.
Who
And so
recorded
you was
that
out there
one?
giving the people body, yada, yada. I know you was in Houston out there with Megan the Stallion, but you said I got to
No,
give the people
I'm
body,
telling
yada,
you, I
yada.
haven't had like I have a great time when I go out in Atlanta, but that night I had a great time. It was just like we had a section, we
Listen,
had
Really
drinks,
go
and it
out.
was just It was everywhere. Like they basically just, and then we had too much fun. They told us to
Yeah,
leave.
how did y'all get kicked out the club?
So allegedly, somebody in a group was on the stage having a good time, and it was just too much of a good time for the peoples.
What do you mean too much of a good time? Would they like get naked? Would they doing stuff? Like what would they do with that? It was too good.
They had their shirt off and jumping around and on
Was
the
that you,
stage.
sir? Was that you?
Possibly,
See what I'm saying?
but like I said again,
Yeah.
we was off that night. We honestly,
I ain't mad at it. Listen, you
yeah, we
talking to
was off.
somebody.
So yeah, if I was at work more, I wouldn't be like that. But I don't regret it. It was, and that's just half of the footage.
Listen, I ain't mad at it. Oh, we'll get to the second half in just a moment. Give us a few moments. We're
No,
gonna
I'm
get
saying some
to
stuff that we didn't even put out there. It was so
this. Yeah, we're gonna get
fucking
to the second half.
okay.
Oh
hmm
God. Oh Jesus. Here we
Yeah.
go.
All right. So y'all had a great time. Great time had by all. Production out there giving them something they could feel on the dance floor and on the stage. So they get ready to go. They go outside. You tied the left with the guys in the band. Now, if I'm being honest, I would have been just as mad. I would have been up and set. But how I would have handled it was, I ain't calling you. Mm-mm,
You want to
mm-mm.
call him?
No, no, no. I'm probably would have called one time and just to make sure. Like, hey, where you at, girl? Did you go around the corner? Oh, I'm at the house. Okay, no problem. That would have.
Yeah, I
Don't
don't
worry
think
about it. No, no,
I
no. My response probably would have been like, okay, don't worry about it. We good. When
yeah,
I
after I would
say
have
don't
heard
worry
Kwanzaa on the
about it,
phone.
if I say
Yeah,
don't worry about it, you
yeah.
should be worried. When
At,
it is,
at,
I say don't worry about it for me, you should be worried. Because I got a
Mm.
problem. Because we go,
yeah,
now I'm going to catch this good Uber or this good Lyft
right.
to this good
Yeah.
Airbnb. And baby,
But think about
when
that too,
we,
though, L Teddy. And I think I was so much in work mode, and I think I noticed it after the fact. Ty was just like he was moving as if he wasn't there with the group.
Exactly.
Like he was just,
exactly, like he was
and
on
I
his
asked him
own
that like in
standalone
the midst
trip.
of the trip, I was like, are you even trying to get to know them? So I didn't know where it came from, but Ty really was just like moving like the grid. I think that's what really made Malik mad. It wasn't because of like the thing. I think it was more they felt like Ty was like first he new to the group, and then just like why you acting like you the only one here? Like
Right. Like you was
so
on your own trip.
it came off like that, and I think that's what the frustration part was more so with Malik and Roshan because they like why is he moving like it's about him?
Well, he
Baby,
did say I'm on vacation in his confessional. He
baby,
did
when I
say,
tell you I would have got to that good house, got out that good Lyft or that good Uber and let go and let God in that motherfucker out. Now we would have got to the house. We ain't finna do this here. I ain't finna get arrested for y'all out here. But baby, when we get in this good house and I have to
yeah,
let go of that, but knowing me, I wouldn't have got to that point because when Mama with the pancake situation, she wouldn't have had the keys to the car anyway. She would have
Yeah.
never had the keys. That's why I'm going back to the pancakes.
But
Mama would have
everybody
never
was
had the
so
keys.
like chill that Ty was the only one always grabbing for the key. So no one was just like, because everybody was just like, 'cause, you on a group trip. But Ty was the only one. Ty took everybody everywhere. So he made himself in charge, which was not bad. But he always got up early. He was the first one to get up, get the keys, go to the mall because everybody else kind of just like, okay, we here having a good time. Todd just, he automatically took control of the vehicle, and it didn't become a problem to after the fact. That's when they try to be like, no, Ty, you can't do this anymore. But at this time, Ty like, shit, I don't want to be putting gas in the car most of the time. At least that's what he felt and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So
Hey Cam,
I get that, but like even me, I have a rule. If we in a group and we're going out together, no, we're leaving together. And I think I would have handled it like El Teddy did, like or I said I probably would have after I heard Kwanzaa, hey, you at the house? Oh, okay. I would have requested my Uber and I would have got there,
There
then all hell would have broke loose.
there would
That's just me personally, because that's
it
just
would have
my
been
rule, and
on.
I make that clear with all of my friends. If we go out together, we are leaving together. I don't know
Hmm.
if it's an age thing. I don't know if it's a responsible respect thing or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But like, if
I don't
we go
even think it's an
together,
age thing because even when I was young, like we all came together, especially
Together,
when you're
yeah,
young.
yeah,
When you real
yeah.
young, you might only have one friend that got a goddamn car anyway.
But you
You know
think
what I'm
yeah,
so? I'm gonna ask y'all this: y'all think he, if that was his family member, you think he would have did the same thing to them?
probably. Well, I'm gonna say
saying? Good
probably because
possibility.
of
I don't know. I can't say that I know because I don't know him like that. But selfish people are selfish with the family or friend. They don't matter.
Well, I said it because him, his mom, and his other people, they seem so close. So like they, it's always jolly, jolly. So I'm just
But a
trying to
lot
see.
of times, what you'll notice is when you have young individuals that are selfish, they are enabled by the people
Yeah,
that
that's
are
true.
older.
Yeah,
And so
I
they'll
agree.
do
I
things
totally
and
agree.
they'll look past it or they'll say, oh, that's okay. I got it. It's all right. No, it's not all right. No, you should not look past it. But sometimes they have to because you are the one that caused this because you allowed
mm,
this to happen and never corrected it and never said that's not how you're supposed to do this. Now, let's be clear. If you did, then that's a different story because sometimes you could have people raised in the same household and it look like two totally different households. You know what I'm saying? I know that.
Yeah,
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
look at siblings. You and we all have siblings, and y'all was raised at the same time in the same
Hmm.
household. And people would think that y'all was raised in two totally different households and had two totally different experiences, and that's not the case. But
Yeah,
when they're the only child, you can't make that. You can't necessarily make that correlation. So that's where I
yeah.
was with that. Baby, when Ty got to the back to the club, Malik tells him to get in the back. Ty said no, baby. Malik at that point goes in. Now Malik, you know I love you down, but you was wrong. You was wrong, Malik. You was wrong. First of all, even if you wanted Ty to get in the back, as drunk as Malik appeared to be, I don't know that I want him driving that van anyway. If I'm
yeah,
just thinking about a safety to life issue,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And at no point, Malik, should your option be, oh, I'm about to start fighting somebody and beating somebody. No, that's the wrong answer. That's the complete wrong answer. And this episode was a horrible episode for Malik. As bad as it was for Ty, Malik, you might have lost some fans during this episode, or people who really looked at you in a certain way, and they probably looked at you like, really, Malik,
Yeah,
really,
I
like
think
I
so too because even a lot of the bloggers, um the ones that's like I know that's like plugged in, and I was surprised because I thought people would kind of understand like what Ty did, but they were saying like they was really disappointed in Malik. They was like, "Oh,
yeah,
we would have beat Malik ass." They said the way he went to Ty, like he attacked Ty. They felt like so,
right.
and I was
He didn't
surprised.
even give Ty an opportunity. It was like, soon as Ty got there, it was on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Like
he
it was
did say
not
he
even
was gonna do
and
that
it
too.
was like, first of all, Ty is sitting in the seat with a seatbelt
With the
on.
seatbelt on.
You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? And you over here trying to beat him down and like that wasn't a good look, but that was bad. That was
Yeah.
yeah. That was really, really like you looked like a bully. Like looking from the outside in, even if you had what you believed to be a good reason, it didn't appear that way. It did not appear that way. And there is something to say about you being the older one and the elder. Yeah, you can go
Hmm.
in, but there's a way to go in and there's a way to express or to let somebody know what they did was wrong.
Yeah.
And if you do it the right way, it can have a good response. For example, with the pancakes, y'all said that inevitably, Ty went and said, "You know what? Let me get pancakes for everybody."
For
So what
everybody,
that
yeah.
means is, a lot of times, young people in the immediacy of you letting them know they were wrong, they're going to react horribly. But then they'll take a moment to take a step back and think about it and say, "You know what? I was wrong," and they'll try to fix it. And as the older person, you're supposed to give them that space and opportunity to do
Mhm.
that and to learn that. And in this case, it was just no, it was just a, and I know that the alcohol may have contributed to it or other situations may have contributed to it. But even if
Mhm.
you think about it, like I said earlier, you should have seen this coming.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like you should have seen that
Cause
coming.
the pancake, and then it was another situation we didn't show, the mall. So that so
Oh,
Kwanzaa,
dang! I told me about
Malik,
that.
and Ty all got in at the same time. Me, Bryson, and Devontae, we drove down there, so we got the Darian, we got in late. Devontae came after that night. So they all made plan to go to the mall. Ty got up and just left them. So they was already mad. They were like, Ty,
Mhm.
like, what's going on? And Ty was like, Child, I don't get grown people up. So it was already like Ty was already moving like by himself.
Right. And so if y'all
See.
know that that's how Ty is, you don't give him an opportunity to put you in that situation again.
Again, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you just don't give him that nah, girl. You ain't finna put
But like I
no
said, Ty
ma'am.
had just took control of the I ain't gonna say control, but he just he the one took it as he's the person for the car. So he just always had the keys.
Baby Miss Devontae was recording the whole time. Devontae, I'm here for it, Devontae. Devontae said, girl, I'm over here, girl. Record. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Listen, Devontae said, you won't be said that you said such and such, and you ain't said. Devontae was recording the whole time. Girl, I got to get this on camera. Girl, leave me alone now. I'm recording now. Leave me alone. Shut up, girl. I'm over here recording. Shut up. I was here for it, Devontae. Girl, you down for it. So, so that whole the fight, that was the fight. Now, I'm glad, and I'm gonna say this production, well, I hope it does. I'm glad that the fight, because sometimes on these shows when you have a fight, it consumes the rest of the season. Like
Mhm.
remember season 2 of Chasing Dallas when Trey Womack
Oh yeah.
fought
Oh yeah.
um for who did he fight? Dior and them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that big
Deal.
And it
old thing, yeah.
consumed the rest of the season. And I just at one point I just stopped reviewing. I was just like, I'm just so over this fight. Like, girl. So it looks like it's not going to
Oh no,
consume
no.
the
It's
whole
it's
season.
it's
I was
it's
like,
some it's some more hot tea coming through the pipe, but no, it's
Oh
definitely
my
not the fight.
god.
anyway, on the car ride home, Ty continues Ty just continued to be basically a petulant child, just real petulant, just a petulant child. Like he was here for it, girl. But I understood because girl, you just beat me in my face, just beat me in my face while I'm over here strapped to this chair. So I'm gonna just go be this good petulant child and go let you know, girl. When we get to this house, I'm gonna beat your ass, girl. What? I was like,
Oh my
what is
god.
happening? Like, what is happening? Girl. Oh, girl. Listen. Now, I'm going to be clear on this. Ty had not a single, he has not a single grip on accountability and being grown at all. And that is that he wanted no parts of being accountable, no parts of being grown. Girl, out here for all of that is out the window. When you had me in this seat strapped down, beat me in my face, all that shit went out the window. I don't give a
Yep.
shit. I'm gonna be a petulant child. I'm gonna be obnoxious. I'm gonna be all of that because this is what you have beat out of me. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Um, but like I said, it seems like the byproduct of bad parenting that comes out harsh, but that's what it seems like when you look at all of the things that just exude this, anthropomorphic attitude and this selfishness about him. It just
Mhm.
that's just what it gives. And so that comes from upbringing. That's the only way I can think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the house, I thought we were getting the beginning of a sickening OnlyFans scene because the way
Mhm.
production was half naked in these good boxer briefs, and Malik was half naked in his underwear. Everybody half naked in their underwear, honey. And I don't know what y'all was talking about. I don't know. I have no idea what y'all was talking about. I was in the process of grabbing lube and get myself ready to get it on and get down because I just knew it was about to go down. When I didn't know what was happening. I didn't even write down what was going on. I was too entranced on the fact that
Well,
y'all was
so
half
what was
naked.
going on is
It
Malik
doesn't
got back to
matter. Y'all were half naked. It doesn't really matter at this point. God.
we was once again we I did not know all that footage even exists because I was so like in my zone. I did not know that was recorded. Like it was a lot because I couldn't believe that Malik actually put his hand on top. That was so shocking to me. Like I was
Mhm.
like, out of all people, you.
Yeah. And Malik being somebody who has a history with these type of shows, you know better. You
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
better. You know better.
But he said Ty had just pushed him, and then it also came out that he said Ty was also talking about his finances too. So he felt like Ty was
Yeah.
just taking a lot of digs at him. So, but he was keeping it inside. He wasn't expressing it.
Listen, all that and two nickels might get you a dime. Meaning,
Mm,
it ain't worth a whole lot in the grand scheme of things.
yeah.
You still supposed to know better. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'll give you a perfect example. I have had in the course of my career a whole lot of students that over and over and over do things that piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they do. At no point should I put my hands on them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's never, there's never a case. I don't care how many times they do that. I don't care how many times they piss me off. I don't care what they say, what they do. There's never that. And I was raised that the only time you should put your hands, if nobody put their hands on you, doesn't matter what they say. No matter what
Yeah.
they, if they have not physically put their hands on you, you shouldn't be putting your hands on them. Now, if they put their hands on you, baby, it's go time. You can let go and let God at that point. But if they ain't put no hands on you, what that means to me is you let this person be more intelligent than you, be more
Mm-hmm.
craftier than you, have
Mhm.
more command of language than you. So much
Mhm.
so that they were able simply with their words to get you to the point where you were ready to be physical because you knew you could not combat them in the same manner. You could not
Mm.
meet them with the same effort and energy in the same realm that they are verbally. And so in order to get over that, you decided to take it to the next level and be physical.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
just the long and short of it.
Yeah.
And that's just where I was with that. So but I was real happy in this moment. Like I was, rubbing my nipples and stuff, and I took out several of my toys to have a good time. And y'all ain't give me what I needed,
Not the toys.
Lord. Anyway, I felt like too in this conversation, Malik was not being accountable. Like
Mm.
Malik's
Mm,
excuse was, he needed to be beat up to um to because of all of the wrongdoings that he did. So my wrong behavior justifies is justified because of his wrong behavior. That's kind of what I got from um He's basically saying, and then he kind of chopped it up to, it happened, get over it. He ain't nothing I can do about it now. It happened, get over it. And he doesn't ever make the attempt to make amends or have some type of reconciliation or have some even remorse, true remorse for what he did. Because he just kept, oh well, it's over now. I did it. Oh well, get over. No, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
Not when you're wrong. Mm-mm. And so I was like, Malik, not only did you have a bad look with just the fighting in general, but then your reaction and how you handled it in the aftermath was just bad overall. Just completely, I want to say out of character, but what we may be seeing it is not out of character. And so it makes people who did see you in a certain way look at you completely different now and go, were you trying to seem like a good guy just for camera? And it may
Mm.
not have
Mm,
been, but
right.
because of what was revealed and your reactions and how you acted and your reactions in this episode, you may have changed how people forever really look at you and see you. And that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Because it was just one after the other. He kept saying it. I wrote down. He said it is what it is, and that was the wrong thing to say. Like for me, that's
Yeah.
I have a list of things, like a list of 5 things that I just hate people saying. One of that list of 5 is when people say it is what it is, which to me
Oh
says
yeah, yeah, yeah.
which to me says you have become apathetic and you have just this apathy about you. You're not going to try to make it better. It happened.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care. It is what, like you said, it is what it is, and I ain't gonna try and make it no better. I'm just gonna sit in it. You gonna be mad, and I'm gonna be mad, and we ain't gonna get no better. Like what? Another phrase that I hate that people say is, "We're just gonna agree to disagree." No, we're not agreeing to disagree. We're just disagreeing.
We just
We're just
disagreeing.
disagreeing.
Point blank,
Right?
period. Just
Agree to
disagreeing.
disagree. No, we just disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, we're not agreeing to disagree. No, we just disagree. Let's just put it at what it is.
Yeah, we
That
just
doesn't mean that we don't
disagreeing.
like each other. That doesn't mean we're mad at each other. We just, or we might be mad, but we just disagree. And
Yeah.
we can, move on from that. But yeah, Malik had this was a really bad episode for Malik. Really, as bad as it might have was supposed to have been for Ty, because essentially this was supposed to be a worst case scenario episode for Ty, and it ended up being that for Malik.
Malik. Yeah.
Mm.
Um, then out of nowhere, Darion says, "Oh no, y'all ain't finna get all of this camera time, and I'm over here, and I don't get no camera time. Girl, let me make up and concoct a reason for the cameras to
Well,
be
he
on
felt
me."
like cause he said that because Roshane was like he don't like violence, and Roshane was the main one recorded. He said that's why he did that. So
But why does it matter? You're on a reality
right,
show.
I got you. I get your point. Yeah, yeah.
That's everything is taped. Why are you mad that somebody else's script is taping when you're on a reality show? You're on the cast trip. The whole reason for you even being here
It's the film.
is to film for the show, but you mad at somebody on the show because they were filming. I was like, really, Darion? I was like, girl, you just need a camera time. Okay, girl, I will give you that, girl. You go in there, it's the camera time. And she got, and then she started to get real riled up. Shane got riled up. Both of them on opposite sides of the house, and now they all, girl, I was like, y'all got a lot going on. I was like it was just a really stupid argument. That's just the best thing as a person who has a cornucopia of words and adjectives that I could use. Stupid is the best one that I could come up with. This just how ridiculous this argument was. Like it was just stupid. Oh god. And so I mean, cause I was like, why does it matter that Roshane fulfilled? Why does it matter? Like you taking the complete spotlight off what should be going on in the fight because you try to have your own fight. Moving on, that was episode 7, which was the whole train wreck. Episode 8, the final Houston showdown. We
Mhm.
still in Houston. We still at the house. This is where we get interesting. Production has got off conveniently.
He coming back, I'm sure.
Conveniently.
He coming
As
back, I'm sure.
soon as soon
This
as we get to the
idiot.
part that I wanted to talk about, here to the good Houston, back in the good city of Houston. And the first thing we see is two people laid in bed together. And I was like, come to find out, we
Mhm.
got allegedly production has had a threesome. Allegedly. Now I don't know. Now I know in the bed was Devontae and
So it wasn't
production.
it. It wasn't production,
Oh, that wasn't production.
from
Who
what I
was
was
that
told.
then?
No,
'Cause I
it
was
was
like,
production that
wait, I
was.
know.
It
I
was. It
heard
was.
production voice and I saw the beard
Yeah, it was production in the bed, but production wasn't involved in the threesome.
in the
That's what
threesome.
I was
Oh, okay,
told.
but production was in that bed. And I was like, so it kind of made it seem like production was involved in whatever involvement happened the night before. So I was like, and production was like half naked half the night, like half naked, giving him something he can feel all night long at the club, in the house. He have on nothing but his drawers, meat and ass hanging out everywhere and everything, just flaunting it for the people. Listen. Now, production gave, I can say this because production ain't here. Now, production gave the illusion as if we were really over here trying to make sure that we get to down to why was y'all fighting and y'all shouldn't be doing that when all the wild production you was giving the people what they you was advertising for the people showing that y'all see this ass, y'all see this body, y'all see this dick. Y'all see this
Oh
beard y'all can
God.
pull on as I'm
Oh God.
mentoring you. You know, all of these things that was being given.
Mm-mm. Not. I'm not doing this.
Meat
Mm-mm.
was hanging, ass was put out, body was like, you see me, I'm banging.
Oh God. Dear
What did
God.
you think was gonna happen? How did you think this was gonna go? I'm just saying.
Dear God.
Now I don't know. Allegedly, oh, let me say this about my dog Devontae. Listen, Devontae would be when he was filming, hey girl, hey, and then get into confessional and want to be like, what's up? I'll be like, oh, boy. I was like confused. I was like,
He busted
what?
up sometimes. He came a little
I ain't
clingy
mad at him.
sometimes.
Listen, and this is not a dig. I'm not mad at it. I was like, what is happening here? Anyway, like he give me that, Devontae give me that girl. We gonna be hanging our head in the club, and then when we get in this good bed,
Oh,
girl, your footprints gonna be on the ceiling and not mine.
oh God.
I ain't mad at Devontae. Listen, Devontae, girl, I love you, girl. Get it how you live, honey. Girl, give the girls what they want. Girl, you got to get the people, got to give them what they want. So allegedly there was a threesome. It involved Devontae allegedly and Roshane allegedly and somebody else. Now I don't know. See, The way that it appeared, it wasn't a cast member. That was the third person. So that leaves either the light skinned dude that's on production or the EP who was just on with us, or Ashton, or the other guy who y'all say name is Jet. That leaves us down to four people. Now we saw the light skinned member of production on when they was in the club getting lit and getting his whole life. Now, if light skinned dude, I don't know that it was Ashton. I don't think it was Ashton. Although it could have been, because I feel like it was either production, EP, or light skinned member of production who does a lot of the filming. I don't know, but I feel like it was one of them two.
Well.
As I put my notes up, I just want to listen. Who is this in my background? Oh, that's
If it's
production back. Okay. Now, sir,
Uh-huh.
so after you did all of your gallivanting and advertising, you was letting dick print and dick hang. You was letting ass out. You was letting body yaddy yaddy get all over the house when you was half nigga and on your drawers, had the beard hanging, advertising to the people, bitch, I got dick, I got ass, I got body, and I got a beard that you can pull on as I am either entering you or you are entering me.
What the
Whichever you prefer, because I make no assumptions these days. But did you? How did you end up in the bed with Devontae?
First of all, huh?
Wait, ain't no huh?
I have not been wow. I was not in the bed with Devontae.
Who was you in the bed with? Because I saw you in the bed with somebody that morning.
No, I wasn't in the bed. No, that wasn't me. That was bro Shane in the bed with Devontae. That wasn't me. Oh, you talking about that was Devontae. That was bro Shane.
Saw Devontae. Then I thought that was you
No,
laid
that
next
was
to Devontae.
Roshane. No, I
Oh,
thought
I
you was
thought that
going on
was
Uh,
you
what
too.
Bryson was saying. That was Roshane. I was downstairs with Darian and Bryson. When the show opened up,
Oh,
Bryson was talking about how Devontae allegedly tried to come into our room.
oh,
oh
Devontae tried to
yeah.
come in y'all room.
Well, that's what Bryson was talking about from the beginning. You remember he was saying some crawling
Devontae,
action.
but see, I felt like Bryson was putting on because Devontae don't give me that he wants no parts of Bryson sexually at all. Now, I was like Bryson, girl, Bryson, girl, Javante. If he was going in that room, honey, he might have been going for a production. He might have been going for Darion. Mama wasn't going up for you, honey. Please let that go. Go ahead and deal with your little fish patty that you got over here that you claim you have angry sex with him. But he didn't want to watch you. Now Devontae, I don't know if Devontae is still in here. Devontae can answer for himself if he's still in here. I ain't feel like if he was going down there, he'd be going down
No, so
there.
Bryson wasn't saying that um he was going after him. Bryce was saying he was going after somebody in production because everybody that was
Was he
like
going
working
after
with
you or was he going after light skin production?
to my Quan.
I don't know his name. I know it's
Yeah,
you,
he talking
who's
about
dark
Quan.
chocolate,
Oh yeah,
and
so no, he wasn't
it's
going. Quan is
light
his
skin.
friend.
Yeah, he's the light skin one, and that be
Yeah,
filming.
to my the tall one or the Italian guy.
No, I don't know
No,
no Italian. I put his
he
name
talking about
right now.
Quan.
Okay, you to my Quan.
Yeah, he talking
Well,
about
no,
Quan.
Quan. He wasn't talking about Quan. Actually, he wasn't talking about Quan.
No, I'm talking about El Teddy was talking about Quan. That's who he was
Oh, okay,
describing.
yeah.
So he was going after you.
Allegedly.
All right, but listen, what did you expect? You around here advertising to the people, half naked, dick slanging, booty popping, body banging, beard all out here. Like, girl,
Well,
what?
no, it
You see
actually
this?
started at the club because, like I said, when we was at the club,
Because
we
you
was
was half naked at the club. Did you forget? Oh, we talked about this. Grinding and yearning, showing the people, oh, this stroke game is real over here. Fuck off if you want to. The stroke game is good, and bitch, I can throw it back. Whatever you need, I got it over here. Fuck off.
not
Don't
throwing
act,
bad.
I don't know. I make no assumptions about people. Make no assumptions.
Not you like a Bryson. Bryson said he a dickologist. You a
Dickologist.
sexologist.
Yes.
Well, you say real girls do real
Real
things.
girls do
Real
real
girls
things.
do real things.
We can talk about this in the after show, in the after party. No, did you have sex while you were in Houston? That's a
Did
yes or
I?
no question. Yes.
Did I have sex?
Yes.
No, no, I did. No,
You did not have sex at all while you were in Houston.
no, I didn't. Not at all.
Mm.
Other people had sex, but I
But
didn't.
you had,
Honestly,
no,
no.
I ain't saying you had sex with people on the cast or people that was there. Did you have
Oh, you
sex
talking
at
about in
all?
general? No, I didn't. No, no, not at all.
So
It
you
was
ain't, get on Jack, Scruff, Grinder,
no.
um, Radar, A for A,
I
I
don't
don't
whatever.
know
even
about
like those
radar.
apps, but no, I don't like those apps either
I
way.
don't know. I just have
I
to
know I
ask.
got you, but no, I'm just saying no. It wasn't giving it at all. It was just honestly, and we didn't even plan that night for me to go out. It was just like
But you planned to be half naked.
I was in the house. What you mean?
You had on nothing but listen. Had I
That's
been in
how
the
I
house,
honestly walk
listen.
around the house. Like I'm
Had
just
I
comfortable.
been in the house, please be clear. Y'all would have been editing a whole lot of stuff because somebody would have been filleted.
What? You said somebody would have been what?
Filleted, as in fellatio, filleted.
Child.
I would
It
have
was
been,
allegedly a threesome supposed to.
you just not gonna have meat hanging out. And just really, oh, just stick my dick over here. Oh, just paying no mind. The fuck you mean paying no mind?
Oh God.
The way my throat is set up and the way my asshole self lubricates, girl, and the way that I take Pure for Men and I'm always ready. I have to get ready because I stay ready.
Oh my
Girl,
So
man,
with
God.
that prayer for man, is that like it just clean you out? You don't have to do
we can
nothing
talk
to
about
it.
that in the after party. We can talk about that in the after party.
Oh no, I was just curious because
We
when
can
we
talk. We got time in the after party to talk about it. I'll give you a whole rundown. So Malik, let's get off of the threesome. So did a threesome happen? No, well, let me ask that. Did a threesome happen?
I think
Allegedly.
somebody kind of cock blocked it. Like somebody else ended up getting the third person allegedly, so it couldn't happen because the other two
So
people was
who
kind
is
of.
the third person? We asking the tough question.
I don't want to say they alleged they name because
Are
they
they on production?
they not on the show, but I don't want I can't say
Are
their
they a
name.
part of production?
They're not part of the
No, he
show.
said they're not a part of the
Oh,
show.
so that means it's narrowed down to Ashton or the
No, no,
other
no, no, no,
boy,
no, no, no.
Jet.
Let me put it like this: they not in front of the camera.
Oh, we never saw them.
You might have seen them, but they not like a cast member.
So, because I named four people, I said it was either you, other production member, the light skinned dude, Ashton, or the
Hmm.
boy Jet. Those are the four people that I can identify. Was it any of those four?
Say that again.
You,
Okay, it definitely wasn't me.
light skinned dude, or production? I think y'all say his name is Quan.
Come on, yes.
Okay,
Ashton, or the other guy that came with Ashton. I think y'all name is say his name is
Jet.
Jet.
Hmm.
Jet.
yeah, Jet.
Yeah.
So it wasn't me.
Was it one of those four?
Yeah, yeah. Allegedly one of
Was it
those four.
Ashton? Oh, let me called Ashton.
No, no,
Ashton, yeah.
it was not Ashton. It was Ashton
Oh,
was not the one. So, like I said, it's all alleged. It's like I was told this after the fact because after
because you
you
wanted to
remember,
join in?
huh?
Because you wanted to join in?
No, it was because
Oh.
I didn't know.
It's
Because
getting on my
after I went
nerves.
left Ty room, I went to bed, and
I
then
mean,
when I was in the
people,
bed,
listen, let's
some
just be clear. Let me just say this. This channel is the corner. You know how people say go to the corner? This is the corner.
well,
The
it's
re-
not that. It's just I don't want to say nothing, and like, cause that person got mad that next morning when somebody, cause one of the cast members also seen something because Bryson found the condom, so Bryson had said something to this person, and this person got like really mad, so he was just like, so even if he done something, he don't want it to be brought out, and then
Ain't
I
mad
don't,
at it. Listen, I understand it. Get it how you live. But
yeah,
listen, whoever it is, hit me up. Listen, discretion is the word of the day for me because ain't nobody gonna ever know if we hook up. Listen, they ain't gonna never know. Listen, we will hook up. Your eyes will be as good as rolled back, and nobody will ever know. Listen, when I tell you your eyes will be as good as rolled back, nobody will ever know. They'll never know. You messing with the wrong people. They leave too much
yeah.
evidence. See, you messing with the wrong people.
And then
Real
how I
deal and
found out
real
about the
thing.
threesome is, like I said, Roshane was kind of throwing Devontae under the bus because they fell out. They was friends at the time.
I
So
know,
Devontae,
and I noticed on this episode, like Devontae was coming at Roshane. But Roshane, how are you having whole ass threesomes and you got a boyfriend? And you said that the boyfriend came. So if the
no,
boy
so the boyfriend did come to Texas. Okay, so do you remember him and Ty kind of had their little thing in the club, whatever that was? They were
hmm
hugged up. So Ty didn't. Ty did not tell. Ty was hitting up Roshane's boyfriend. At the same time, Roshane talked to his boyfriend too, because his boyfriend is a fly attendant, so he came to Texas. So at the same time, Ty texting Roshane boyfriend like, "Come out to the club where we at," not
why
knowing
does Ty even have Roshane's boyfriend? You know what?
because he did not know that they were Roshane boyfriend.
Yeah, they
So they
know
They
each
know,
talk.
other, but
yeah, they
yeah,
don't know each other. Roshane never
So
revealed.
Ty was talking to Roshane's boyfriend, or they just friends?
They are. I
they
don't know.
friends.
They know each other in the past. Put it like that.
Yeah.
And he
The
did not
plot
know
thickens.
that there was Roshane boyfriend till you gonna see later when Roshane bring him around. Like, yeah. So Ty was texting him at the same time, telling the boy to come to the club, not knowing that there was Roshane boyfriend.
Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. So let's be clear. My boyfriend is coming into the same town where I'm at, and instead of me knowing all of his whereabouts down to the longitude and latitude, okay,
Hmm.
you out here texting the next bitch, letting them know all of your whereabouts, and they telling you to come to the club, the same club that you know I'm here with him because I came to this whole trip with him, and you my boyfriend.
But I guess now Roshane knew that Ty was texting his
Girl,
boyfriend, but Ty did not know that that was Roshane boyfriend. So Roshane and his
I
boyfriend
don't
knew
give
what
a
was going on.
shit. Rochet's boyfriend knew who Ty was and
Yeah,
knew who
yeah, yeah.
Roche was.
He knew who.
So that I blame the boyfriend because the boyfriend was supposed to immediately come out and say, "Hey, boo, Ty is texting me talk about come out to this club or whatnot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my boyfriend come in town and is in the same vicinity as me, please be clear. And I don't know, oh bitch, we finna have a whole motherfucking problem.
Not a whole problem.
A whole problem. And you texting the next bitch who you know I'm out of town with and who's telling you to come to the club where we at, and you ain't texted told me yet, and I don't even know you here.
Yeah.
I wish a bitch would.
But I think
Y'all
I
better
think it was
believe.
friendly though. I'm not like Ty
I'm not saying Ty was trying to do anything
yeah, no,
with
no, but
Roche's
Ty even
boyfriend,
like he
but
trying to
what
like
I'm
he not
saying
even
is, if I'm Roshane, I'm upset with my boyfriend because, bruh, that's not how we roll. That at least with me and my
but
boyfriend,
Roshane
we're
really
not playing
kept his boyfriend a secret. I don't know why.
that. Even if you kept your boyfriend a secret, you know what you were supposed to do? You and your boyfriend were supposed to already have either a hotel on the side or another Airbnb. And while y'all
Yeah.
out there doing such and such, I'll catch y'all in a few hours because I'm going over here and I'm me and my boo. We finna go do what we do.
Hmm.
But if you're my boyfriend, you know I'm out of town with Ty.
I see what you're saying.
You know where I'm at. You know what I'm doing. And if Ty is texting you, your first response is, boo, your friend texting me asking me why I'm not at the club with y'all. You tell him, you know, just to let you know he know I'm in town, or something. He's gonna alert you to what's going on.
Yeah, yeah, that was weird. It sounded like somebody was trying to get somebody caught up, or I don't know what that interview is about.
The other part about it is if you're allegedly having threesomes and that threesome don't involve your boyfriend.
Yeah, and Roshane the one told me about the threesome because he was trying to throw Devontae under the bus, but then Devontae really one told me what really happened.
We'll talk about that in the after party. See, I know how to keep a secret. Some of these girls can't hold water. I can hold water.
Listen.
You know why I don't spill tea? One, because in real life I'm really allergic to tea, so I can't really drink it. I'm really allergic to tea leaves, so I have no use for it. So when somebody gives me a cup of tea, I just kick it over. I
That's
have no
not your
use for it.
thing.
I have no use for it. I'm just saying. Anyway, so we get into, and once again, Malik is out here. He has um he gets into it with Ty again when he went into the room and Ty was in there, I think with Kwanzaa, I think it was, and
Mhm.
Malik got into it with him again. It was just a whole basically there's just no it seemed like there was no adult representation in the entirety of the house at all. That's what I wrote down. So I wrote down no adult representation at the house at this point. It's just nobody's going to be adult. Nobody's going to be grown. Like it's just a fucking mess. Anyway,
Anyway,
um, then they had that later that night. They started twerking and shit. Malik said, "Girl, I ain't doing it with y'all. I ain't good with Ty right now. Girl, I'll be over here washing dishes." You know what he reminded me? Oh, remember that episode of Martin where when Biggie Smalls came on and Tories B.I.G. came on and Gina was like,
Oh my
I'll just
Jesus.
be back here dusting and singing in the background. That's what Malik was doing. Girl, I'll just be back over here washing dishes. Girl. I ain't really care about this whole thing. Now, production, y'all spent a lot of time on this twerking and shit. And I was like, I ain't care. I was like, alert me when
you
some
weren't here
dick is
for it.
shown. I was here for dick. I ain't watching. Alert me when some dick is being shown. Other than that, I was like, I could have went back to the night. Y'all could have gave me a longer scene. He was half naked with Malik. I was here for that. And all of the dick y'all was giving.
I'm
Anyway,
screaming. You were here for the ass shaking
I wasn't here for
and the
the ass
pussy
shaking and all
popping.
of that shit. Y'all could have kept that. Anyway, shit. Man,
Too
listen, maybe
much.
because I'm not a twerk, I don't be twerking like that. I don't do all of that twerking and shit like that. Now I throw
That's
it
not your
back.
thing.
That's not my thing. Now when we in bed, I might throw it back, and I hope you throw it back too. But all of that. Anyway, we get down to the final dinner, which was my thumbnail. My thumbnail was the final dinner, and Devontae and Bryson get into it. They said right before they even got into it, and I wrote down Bryson. If you notice, Bryson was like this, like not me, Devontae. Bryson was sitting on this side of Devontae, and even before they got into it, Bryson was like this, like girl. I really don't want to fall to you, girl. I don't see it for you, girl. You a nut, girl. Get the fuck away from me. Like he literally had his hand up by his face like this, like, girl, I don't see it for you, girl. Please get away from me, girl. Why are you by me, girl? Why are you breathing right now? That's what he was giving. Like I was, I can relate to Devontae. I can relate to not specifically for Bryson, but because I've been sitting next to someone and be like, girl, why are you here, girl? Just get away from me, girl. So Devontae did the best he could, but it was like oozing through the camera. So eventually they get into it um with each other. I didn't write down or couldn't put together why they was getting into it. I really didn't care at that point. Quanta tries to become peacemaker between Malik and Ty. Now, um, at one point somebody asked Ty, could they, reconcile and be friends? And Ty was kind of like, nah, I'm good. We ain't gotta be friends. I was with Ty on that. Now I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn through and through. My birthday is January 1st. I'm a real and true Capricorn, right in the middle of the sign. Baby, when you put your hands on me like that, we ain't got nothing to do. We could be cordial. Baby, we're not friends. We'll need to make amends. I don't even need you to apologize. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't accept your apology. You can apologize. I don't accept it. It's okay.
Mm.
It's okay.
So it's no making up.
Mm-mm. There are certain things, once we get to a certain point, I, for me, if I say to someone, I'm done, my friends all know they never, if they will tell you, if I tell you I'm done, you ain't never got to worry about me no more. Because once I'm done, I'm done. I turned the page. We're not rereading that chapter anymore. I'm done. That's it.
So
We ain't going back down no
a
road.
friend putting his hand on you is a no no. Like
Yeah.
that's that.
A friend putting their hands on me, that's a no no. We're not.
Oh yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
not going to say just blanket, but in the manner that happened on that in episode 7, where you literally are wailing on me, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah, that
There's
probably
no
would have been me
apologizing you finna do to
too.
me. Mm-mm. It's nothing we can talk about. It's nothing we need to talk about. We're good. I understand. I
Mm.
was with Ty on that. I was with Ty. We're not friends. We're not ever going to be friends, and I'm okay with that. We're good. That is how, if I were him, that's how I would handle it. I would be like, no, it's you can make all the peace you want, because I'm somebody who, in a lot of instances, if you tell me, "Oh, I apologize," my response is going to be, "Okay," because it is you did what you did. It was the moment. It doesn't mean that I'm not saying every time somebody apologizes to me that we're not friends anymore, because that's not the case. But
Mm.
it was a situation. It was your raw emotions and feelings at that moment. I acknowledge them. You acknowledge them, and we can discuss and move on. You saying I apologize as if that's something that you would didn't want to do or maybe wouldn't have done. No, it is something that you wanted to do. It is something that you did. We're good. We can move on, and we could probably still be friends. But in this case, if I'm tired, no, we don't have nothing to talk about. We good.
Yeah, and that was Ty attitude at the and his attitude changed when we got back. But in Houston, he really didn't want to talk about it. He just said that he seemed like he was over it. So
Yeah, we ain't even. We don't got to talk about it. We ain't got to keep going on and on. Girl, you beat me down. Don't try and come over here and be kumbaya. Don't try and act like you my friend. Don't try to get VIP when I have a whole party and you telling people you know me and you be no girl. We ain't. Girl, you be over there with the regular people, common folk who I don't know. Don't look for me to come hug you. Don't look for. Mm-mm,
mm,
we ain't doing none of that. We're not friends. We're not friends because my friends don't do that. And my friends know me well enough to know I'm not going to be over here wailing in on him and thinking that it's going to be okay after. No, it's never going to be okay. Mm-mm. I don't. My friends know I don't fight. I'm not the fighter. I'm not going to fight. That's why I have two guns in my house. Two, one on each side of the house.
mm.
So if I'm in the wrong part of the house, I got one on this side too. I don't fight. We ain't fighting. I'm too old for that. Too grown. Mm-mm.
Do you feel that in based upon what you seen with the dinner, did you feel like did one of them take responsibility?
No, I don't feel like either one of them took real responsibility for what happened. But I think with Ty, Malik after it was very vocal about it is what it is. I hit him, I beat him, whatever, I don't care. So if you don't went for like however many days that was, if it was 1 day, if it was 2 days, 3 days, that long saying it is, because remember I kept telling y'all Malik handled it wrong. He kept saying it is what it is, whatever, it happened. I can't do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't then come after you said that over and over and over, and then come to me on the back end and say, "Oh, my bad, I apologize." Mm-mm. No, you don't. You don't mean that. Mm-mm. You already demonstrated to me it was what it was. I will say, Ty, I don't know how you ended up getting out of the driver's seat, right? Ending up in the same. Were they in the same car driving home that night?
No. So Malik had already called an Uber. So around the time that Ty pulled up, Malik them Uber pulled up.
Okay. Because I was going to say, it's no way that
Dang.
I got out this car and
No,
Malik was
so
in.
Ty got out because Kwanzaa convinced him like Ty, like let's so that's how he did that. He did it for Kwanzaa.
Okay.
So him, Kwanzaa,
Okay. Because that
Devontae,
explains a lot. Because I was like, it's no way Ty got out of this car and Malik was anywhere in the area. And Ty is not somewhere to this day still beating Malik ass. No, that's just how that was supposed to go. But that makes sense if Malik went and got in the Uber and then Ty finally got out when Quantum said,
yeah, Ty got out
okay,
because
that makes sense. Okay.
they had the conversation. So yeah, Malik Ashton and Jet had already
Had already
went
left.
home.
So can we talk? Oh, I forgot to mention this part. Now
Mm,
you just
mm,
reminded me
mm.
about a part that I left out. So the next morning, what in the dirty ass white people I don't bathe myself is going on? Cause a lot of these girls, I was like, bitch, y'all don't bathe. I got the same clothes from last
Oh,
night. And there was a lot going on last night. Even if
I
by
think it was because
wait a minute. Even if by some chance I just went to sleep in a drunken stupor in my home in my clothes. As soon as I cracked my eyes, I would have looked and said, "Oh girl, I need to go take a shower." Oh God. Cause I was like, girls just chilling and having coffee and talking and having whole conversation. Bitch, you got on the same clothes as last night. With production, if y'all would have came to me with a camera in my face, not right now. Let me go take a shower. No, ma'am, no, God, please, not right now. Y'all better let me go take a shower and have my coffee. Cause I was looking like, what in the ball gravy is going on over here? I'm just saying, I wrote that down in my notes. I meant to mention. So after the dinner, when nothing was accomplished, even though it looked like y'all had some good food over there.
yeah, it was really delicious, really great food.
Um, so Darion takes Bryson and Devontae outside because I guess they're gonna discuss their issues. So this is where I realized why Bryce's voice he might need some time. Cause you over here chain smoking. Baby, you going to the local grocery store, the local QT, talk about let me get 2 packs of Newport Short. Like, no, you said let me get 2 packs of Newport 100. You only bought it. Sure, you want 100.
oh my
Let me get two
God.
packs of Newport 100. Because I mean, what else you gonna be doing? You gonna start chugging dairy products? You gonna start taking, whole gallons of
You
milk
so
and
silly.
chugging those? Because if you're a singer, you stay away from dairy products and you stay away from smoking and people that smoke.
Yeah.
That's singing 101. You don't eat and drink a whole lot of dairy products because that's bad for the throat and the voice. You don't be around a whole lot of people that be smoking. You damn sure ain't around here chain smoking and shit. See Whitney Houston in the late 90s. So I was looking at mom, and even Dario was like, "Girl, I don't smoke because I don't smoke nothing. I do smoke a good skin cigar. Y'all will get that in a few minutes. But I don't smoke. You know, I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarettes. Nah, give me a good edible. I got one of my good subscribers. Shout out to Tanya. Will
Me
give
too.
me, the little juices and the stuff that's
Oh, so you
infused.
like that? Okay.
That's infused. You know, her daughter has a wonderful shop in Atlanta that does edibles and real good juices that's infused and stuff like that. So she hooks me up, and I appreciate that. But they be hooking me up. My subscribers be real good to me. Matter of fact, she said I got a package coming today, so I'm looking forward to it. But I don't smoke. I don't smoke nothing but skin cigars. And I'm like, if you're a singer,
Hmm.
that's just oxymoronic. Like that's an
So
oxymoron.
you
Like
think a singer shouldn't smoke at all?
not if you try to keep and preserve your voice.
Mm, okay.
That's that's just and so if you around here smoking and stuff like that, that wears on your throat and your voice, which is why if somebody come up to you and say, "Oh, let me hear you sing," you be like, "Oh, well, hold on, let me get my own." No, you gotta do all the. Mm-mm.
So you just knew it was a reason.
When I saw him over that chain smoking, I said, "Wait a minute." Even people who don't just sing, but people who have to use their voice a lot, for example, as a teacher, as someone who's always speaking and orating, and I do lectures, I do all types of things that I have to use my voice all the time. I avoid people that smoke because even if I'm in a room with people that smoke, it bothers my throat and my lungs. Now it's well known that talking is much harder on your vocal cords and your voice than singing is.
Mm.
Which is why a lot of singers try to avoid doing a lot of talking. And even if they do, you notice a good singer, they'll have a little scarf or something around their throat
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
they try to protect the throat. They're trying to protect their voice. So
So
they
how is that
damn show,
protecting it?
huh?
How is that protecting it though?
Because by keeping it warm, you keep the vocal cords expanded. Like when it gets cold, the vocal cords constrict, and you're not able to do and have the full range of the vocal cords. But if you keep it warm, it's kind of, let me give you another example. How the body reacts. Think about your nut sack.
Hmm.
If you get cold, what do your
Oh
nut
yeah,
sack
yeah.
do? It constricts.
It's
It go because
constrict.
it's trying to stay warm. So it constricts to kind of keep everything close to kind of keep the warmness.
So is that's
Um,
why they always drink like hot liquid before they sing and
mhm,
practice? Cause it give it that. Oh, okay.
mhm.
I just thought if you can sign, bitch, you can sign in any conditions. That's
Oh,
how
you
I see
can sing, but you try to do everything you can to have your voice in tip top
it. Shape.
condition. Right,
Mm.
because you could wake up one day and the body could be reacting to something, especially for a lot of women, because women have a lot of hormones and things in their body that may cause different things to happen to their voice. So you'll see them all the time. Listen, let me get some tea, but
Hmm.
they do everything they can to preserve the voice. So they avoid dairy products, and things like that. Like even if you know you're going to be in studio, a good manager or a good vocal coach or somebody will tell you, baby, you're not having no dairy products the whole week before.
So what do
Hmm.
dairy do to you exactly? That too much.
It clogs the vocal cords, and it also stifles your vocal range and everything. So they'll
Gotcha.
tell you
So the
dairy
fact that you
products
come
are
from a music
horrible for the
family,
voice.
can't you sing?
Huh?
the fact you come from a music family, can you sing?
I can. I choose not. Whenever people ask me to sing, I would never sing seriously for them. Because I
Okay.
come from a family, and I don't. I'm not one that likes to sing. Can I? Oh, absolutely. Because me and my
What?
family, you will get in. Like when we get together, you dare be in our presence and not be able to sing because it's serious,
So
and I
would you
feel
let
like singing.
would you if Bryson was around, y'all would ask him to sing with y'all?
I would my family ask? Oh, my family will ask anybody to sing with them. They don't care. They'll ask anybody to sing because they want to see what you're gonna do. Now, when you walk out and leave, baby. Or for my family, they might not even wait till you walk out and leave. They'll be like, you real flat right there. No, you need to get back in there. No, no, no. We're singing this. Baby, right now we're in the key of E, and you over there in the key of F sharp. Girl, you need to come on and do that. Okay, no. Like
Do
my family is
I
part of
got
B
one
that.
more
flat.
other question. But, are most of your family like you in terms of your mouth? You just say,
I am probably as good as you're gonna get. Like they are way worse than me.
what?
What they are vicious. Like I have to, I have to tell people like if I bring them to my family, I have to listen. They are rough. I tell my friends all if you think I'm rough, I am nothing. My family is me on steroids. They gonna love you down, like they gonna do for you. But while they're doing that, baby, they gonna rewrite and erase you. You don't just get
Rewrite.
rid.
I like
They gonna rewrite
rewrite
and
Andy.
erase you.
What?
Child,
Mm.
listen. What I say is, I say I don't throw shade. I send darkness because you can get from under shade, but you can't get from under darkness. My family, baby, they take out the sun.
Not take out the sun.
They got the whole goddamn sun. Baby, they don't fuck off. They don't fuck off. I be looking at this. I go over to my family and I cringe. I be like, oh, mm, mm.
Mm. Well, and that's the thing because I think, like I told you, I think I had a conversation with you about some of the people. I think even Kwanzaa now, even she even say something. She was like that. L Teddy would be saying anything because at first she wasn't watching. She wasn't watching it. Um, and that's what she say now about like the things that you say and different things like that. And I was like, I found it funny because I like dark. They call it dark sense of humor. So I don't know, but I get it. What they're saying is like, but at the same time, when you do a show, you gonna get critiqued on it, whether they
That's
harsh
just
or they
like
like nice,
that's just
nasty.
like me when I do like my reviews. People get in my comment section sometimes and say real horrible off the wall. Like I don't be going back and forth with them. I understand that when I put myself on the platform, that I opened myself up to people liking, disliking, critiques, and so forth, and that comes with
Hmm.
the territory. And what you have to relish in is your A1 day one. As hard as I am on this show, y'all know I've been here from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hmm.
if I didn't really have a good love, I've given up on doing gay reality shows. Like I
Yeah,
don't
I
want to do
know
them at
that.
all. And so, but I've continued to do y'all because we go back. I'm a day oneer, and regardless of how harsh I am, I will always say, if I don't say anything to you, if I'm not harsh on you, I don't give a shit.
You don't. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I get it, and I think
and
I didn't.
and I'll say that loud. If you see me in a review and I don't mention you at all in the review, either one that episode you ain't give me nothing to review, so I really didn't care. Or if I never talk about you, I don't really care about you, which
Yeah,
is more dangerous than me going in.
but I think it just go back. Everybody grew up different, so it's some people just be shocked, like, wow, like did he really say that about me? That's how he really see me. So it just be like, it be
Like
like,
as hard as people think I am on Bryson, I think Bryson is probably a real good guy when he's not drunk. And we probably can have sit down and have some great conversation. You know
but
what
would
I'm
you
saying?
feel uncomfortable after all that stuff you said
No,
about it?
no.
I don't
We'll
believe
get
so.
right down and say, hey girl, hey.
You
Like
don't see
we'll
how
get
you
right down
walked
at the
what
table.
how you
And we
walked
could
up
be
in
sitting at a
the
table next to
event.
each other and be like, hey girl, what's going on? Girl, you got a lot going on over there. Cause I'ma still be like me. I'll be like, girl, you had a lot going. Girl, you had a lot to say over here. And I might be like, girl, let me see these good veneers you got in here. Girl, look at this. Where you wearing? Girl, that's just me. Um, I
It's
mean,
all love.
and I think Bryson is the same way where he's not gonna run away from it. Girl, I said yes. Bryson is that's why I can appreciate him for who he is. And I'm sure somebody who, if that is who really who you are and it's not just a put on, because you know some people will put on for the camera, then that's not really who they are.
Hmm.
Um, if that's really who you are, you appreciate somebody who that's just who they are. And, and so you be like, girl, I can't stand that you said that tight asshole. But it was funny, but I can't stand you stinking bitch. And we good. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be fighting all of that, you know. Because I don't fight. I'm not fighting.
Yeah, we don't do that. We use
Even
our
though Bryson gonna
words.
beat me up. Bryson gonna beat me up. So,
You
I thought at one point on Chasing Atlanta, Dominique was gonna beat me up because people used to always be waiting for me to put a Dominique thumbnail on my review. Because I used to live with, I used to be like, Dominique, girl, what do you got on? I hate that I won't be reviewing Chasing Atlanta this season. I might do it. I might do it members only. I might do a members only review for Chasing Atlanta because I just want to have Dominique in my thumbnail. D Hawkins got in my DM saying cease and desist from using him on my thumbnail.
uh,
You see, he was still on my thumbnail. Girl, I have lawyers as well. Very good lawyers. Very good ones.
no, he sent you a cease
I
and
don't have the I
desist.
don't have the Tasha K lawyers.
No, oh Lord.
Mm.
That's one thing. I feel like if you get into this, like you should know, like this is public. People are gonna see this. People are gonna have their opinions, and that's it. I mean, if you have something to say,
Like
try to
you
be
mad
on their
that I
show and
used
get
you
an
in a
interview. I don't know.
thumbnail when you are on a whole show. First of all, you don't even own the rights to that. That belongs to production and the production
Yeah,
team. Not even to you. It'd be one thing if I took one of your pictures off your Instagram or something.
yeah.
That's from the show. That don't even belong to you. Girl,
I
if you don't
cannot
get
believe
about
he
my
sent you a
DM,
cease and desist. That's
girl,
hilarious.
please.
That is hilarious.
Then she thought she was slick and she tried to use my review. And you can't do that, sweetheart. That's my intellectual property.
Oh.
Hmm. Girl, find you somebody to play with. Oh, no better.
Oh.
I know better. But after that, nothing came out of this Bryson and Devontae situation. Basically, they chopped it up to Devontae is putting on for the camera. That's what they said. They said Devontae was just trying to find a storyline, so that's why Devontae was now I ain't saying that's the truth, but I'm saying that's what they said. That Devontae,
Allegedly, that's what Devontae said. Allegedly, too.
yeah, so and I ain't mad at the listen, I ain't mad at Devontae. Girl, if you need a storyline, create a storyline. Hey, I ain't mad. I think the bigger storyline for Devontae would have been the fact that the falling out with um Roche. Maybe that's to come. I don't know. But I feel like
Mhm.
that is a bigger storyline. But we'll see.
Mhm.
I hope I don't make it on no episode, even though I did come to the event. And was you there, Jeremy? Because I didn't see you.
I
You
was there. I saw you outside coming in with
Yes, we did. We did talk coming in. Girl, me and Morris had to have some edibles before we came down. So I was in a good place by the time we had got there. By the time we got there, me and Morris had to have some good edibles. And I was in a real good place. I was like,
I had one too, and I had a couple shots. Then I was told that I was gonna have to facilitate the event. I was like, y'all should. You know what? It's all right. Come on, let's go.
I mean, I had a good time. I had a good time. I had snuck somebody around the corner to their car. That's a whole nother story.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get in the after party.
Yes, the after party. Ooh. So that is, I think that's all my review for all three episodes. Ooh. Mm. This is why I don't get invited to stuff. This is exactly why I don't get invited to stuff. This is exactly why. Anyway, I thank all of my members, all of my subscribers, mods, and everybody that came to the room. We about to go to the after party and talk about the real. I can't give y'all everything. Some of this I gotta save for the after party. So, yeah. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, until next review. Cause when episode come out tomorrow?
I
I
was
think tomorrow.
told that it's coming out on Wednesday because we are premiering another show tomorrow.
Okay. So, oh yeah, that other show, I want to get into that too. So, is that production in the background gonna tell me what's coming out tomorrow? What's coming out tomorrow?
Hello.
What's coming out tomorrow?
We're gonna come out Wednesday. I'm dropping it Wednesday because they got a new talk show coming out tonight, and we
Oh,
got a film tomorrow.
one that I wasn't invited on. I couldn't be on top. See how they do me, Jamie. You see what I'm talking about?
I feel like you and Bryce gonna be fine, child.
We're not gonna be fighting. I'm professional.
I know you're very professional, but
I'm classy,
we had to
baby.
take him off. Child. Yeah, I don't think.
We're
Yeah.
talking the after party.
Okay.
We're talking the after party. Anyway,
Yeah, because I gotta talk to you about the reunion stuff too.
it's Danny Ho. All right, hey Danny Ho. Hey. Anyway, um, until next time, y'all, we going to the after party because we got some private things to talk about. We'll see y'all next time. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.